Hey there everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be looking at classification of arthropods for IGCSE Biology 0610. Now please note that today's video is going to be more of for memorization purposes, not for logical thinking and all that, okay? So whatever I'm going to be saying here is purely based for you to be able to memorize the classifications. Now arthropods are divided into four main groups. We have the arachnids, the crustaceans, insects, and myriapods. Now, how you're going to remember the characteristics for arachnids are like this. You're going to have to remember that, Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man is an arachnid. Now, once you're able to remember that Spider-Man is an arachnid, you can easily be able to identify his features as well. For example, this is the image of Spider-Man that you're going to have to remember, okay? When you're writing your exams, this is what you're going to happen to remember. Now, you see that arachnids, they have 8 legs. Now, how you're going to remember that Spider-Man has 8 legs is that you first look at the back. One, two, three, and four. Now, you're also going to consider its hands as legs. So one, two, three, and four. So you can see that Spider-Man here has 8 legs. Okay, so that's how you're going to remember that arachnids also have 4 legs. Oh, sorry, 8 legs and four pairs of legs. Now, arachnids are separated into two body parts. We have the cephalothorax and we have the abdomen. So, Spider-Man will also be, I'm going to use a laser for this, is going to be divided into two body parts. The first is the top part, which is here. So, color it here. And then the second is the one below, which is the cephalothorax. So, the cephalothorax at top, and then the abdomen at the bottom. That's how you're going to remember it. Then you know that Spider-Man does not have antenna. You don't see anything, oops, you don't see anything like this. Yeah, you don't see anything like this on Spider-Man's head, you like you see on mantis, right? So this is how you're going to remember that Spider-Man is arachnid. Spider-Man has 8 legs. Spider-Man does not have antenna, and Spider-Man's body is divided into two parts, which is the cephalothorax and abdomen. There you go. You have easily memorized it. Now, moving on to crustaceans. You're going to have to remember that crustaceans, I'm sure if you have watched SpongeBob, then you know the guy who is the owner of that shop, Krabby Patties, or however you say it. He's the guy you're going to remember, okay? So, whenever you're talking about crustaceans, you're always going to remember SpongeBob. Now, you know SpongeBob lives under the water, right? That means so do crustaceans. Crustaceans are sea creatures which live under the water. Now, when you look at this guy, right? They say that they have more than 4 pairs of legs. So let's see what his 4 pairs are. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to make this part one leg and this one another leg. So this part one leg, this part another leg, and the hand itself as one of the legs. Okay, so this is how you'll get your 4 pairs. So this becomes your first pair. So one pair, second pair. The hands are also your third pair, and the legs become your fourth pair. So SpongeBob, which means crustaceans, which mean they have more than 4 pairs of legs, or they have more than 8 legs. That's how you're going to remember it. Now, when you see the guy's head right over here, you see there are one and there's two. There's one and there's two, I don't know what you call eyebrows, maybe, okay? But actually, in real life, it's one, two, three, one, two, three. But I intentionally removed the two of them so that we can remember it like this. So you're going to remember that this guy, the Krabby Patty guy, he has two eyebrows on each eyes. Okay, that's how you'll remember that he has 2 pairs of antenna. So this becomes your first pair and this becomes your second pair. Okay, that's how you remember it. And you just have to remember that they have gills or they breathe through gills, right? Now moving on to insects. Now insects, what you're going to remember is you're going to remember the animal mantis and the character Mantis from Guardians of Galaxies, if you have watched it. Now you're going to see that even though this character, I don't think she has wings, you're going to remember that the animal Mantis itself it can fly. It is something that troubles you when you go out into the grass. Okay, so that's what you're going to remember. Insects, which means that you're going into the grass, and the animals that are disturbing you, or the character mantis. Now you see that they disturb you when they fly, right? And what allows them to fly is the ability of them having wings. Okay, then they have 6 legs. Now one way you can remember the 6 legs is that maybe the character mantis over here, she has her first leg, second leg. Now you're going to consider the hands as legs as well. So three, the third one here, the fourth one here. And just for educational purposes, you're going to consider her antenna as legs as well. So this is her fifth leg and sixth leg. So now you remember that insects have an antenna, they have one pair of antenna, they have 6 legs, and they have wings. Now their body is divided into three parts, three body parts: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. So you are going to remember that her head is divided into three parts: the first, the second, and the third. Now the first part is called the head, and the last part is called the abdomen, and hence the middle part will be called the thorax. This is how you should remember it. Now, I don't have anything for myriapods, to be honest, because they're quite easy to remember. Myriapods, they have many legs, they have body segments, so they have a segmented body, and they also have one pair of legs, and examples are these and this. So that's all for this video. I am planning on how I'm going to do that for vertebrates. So make sure you subscribe so that we get a video on vertebrates as well. All the best for tomorrow's paper, and I'll see you then. Let me know how the paper goes. Till then, ta-da. Oops.